Month 5, Week 2. This week we'll be talking about the benefits associated with eating fruit and vegetables, learn a little bit more about what's causing disease and inflammatory disease or in general, and a new recipe from my friend Frances. So Frances, let me know a little bit, how is it that eating fruit and vegetables is going to make such a big deal difference? Come on.
Well, Lisa, eating fruits and vegetables in their raw state, of course, provide the 16 chemical elements that we're made up of. You know, we are an alkaline species. We've been created by the universal intelligence to be so, and we're made up of elements, everything from oxygen, hydrogen, calcium, sodium, magnesium, silicon, iodine. And, you know, I think this has been forgotten in the world of nutrition because very often people are told to eat their proteins, fats, and carbs. Okay, and then what?
And then what?
And then what? No, we're missing out on life, on fruits and vegetables, salads, smoothies, juices. This is where we are going to get directly all the nutrients that are so badly needed.
And this is what's being referred to now as a plant-based diet.
You bet.
And so that plant-based diet is really the raw. That's why we want to, as raw as possible, is to go get the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the enzymes, like you said, which the body so needs to be able to maintain its optimal performance.
Exactly. And it's so much easier to digest. Most problems occur with people because of food that does not get broken down properly. If food is not digested well, and you know, you can see it in your stool, you can see people need to take more control and have a look. So when you begin, it's true. I know. We should be talking about this in school.
Yeah.
Should be teaching it to our children.
You mean the importance of digestion and following
bowels, elimination, etc.
Well, it makes sense that we should pay more attention to our bowels because the bowels is eliminating what's not good for us.
Yes, really, the cells need 3 things. They need electrolytes, Yes, they do need electrolytes, but I was going to say enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. Everything else is waste. They don't want to know from it. It needs to go. So when it doesn't go when it's supposed to go, this fecal matter can sit and ferment and cause a lot of problems. A lot of, if we fail at digestion, we fail at absorption, nothing gets absorbed, the cells have nothing to use, and whammo, we open up our bodies to a lot of inflammation and a series of disease.
Which we certainly don't want to do, and it's really quite easy to eat fruit and vegetables.
Exactly.
So what does cleansing mean?
Cleansing means that we're eating food, whole foods, synergistically, that are offering us a lot of fiber. And what fiber does, it helps keep the colon clean. So as this little intestinal broom, we are cleansing while we're
getting rid of the things that are not good for us.
Exactly.
Which is the whole purpose of the elimination process.
That's right. Yeah.
Good. So you've told me that fruit are our brain food because it's easy to digest. It's mostly water, and it's instant sugar.
It's an instant sugar because there's no work.
Because there's no work.
There's no work for the pancreas. Nothing needs to be broken down.
Right. So that's easy. So it's a quick energy boost.
Quick energy boost.
And they're more cleaning, whereas the vegetables
are more building.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of digestion that has to take place, but certainly nothing like eating cooked food or meats, for example. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually that's why when we juice or when we blend, we help the body a little bit in the breakdown process.
For sure.
Because not all of us are good at chewing.
No, that's the other thing. Do you know that digestion
chewer.
begins in the mouth? The saliva produces its own set of enzymes. Yeah. And if we're fast chewers, if we're not good chewers, we lose that whole process.
I found for myself the smoothies were, I don't think I'm a good chewer and I'm a fast eater, even though I know I shouldn't be. But the smoothies, for me, and I use mostly vegetables in my smoothies, really made a difference. All that fiber, I felt so much better after.
I'm sure.
I really felt much better. Good. So it's important, like people, well, looks like you have a smoothie ready.
So while we've been talking, I've been preparing our smoothie today. So what do we have? We have an avocado, which you know is so important, the essential fatty acids. And I find a lot of women have shied away from avocados thinking it's fattening. No, I recommend an avocado a day, for sure. Apple, well, we all know an apple keeps the doctor away, as they say, but an apple's great for digestion, full of pectin, full of its own set of enzymes. Arugula, of course, spinach, celery, full of organic sodium, so badly needed for the cells.
What is it that the sodium helps with?
So we have sodium that feeds the nutrients into the cell, and potassium helps eliminate the waste. We need that balance all the time.
And what's going to give us our potassium?
Our potassium, all the dark green leafy vegetables, and avocado, full of potassium.
See, look, isn't that fantastic?
It's amazing.
So we have avocado, celery, apple, spinach, arugula, and
a little bit of coconut water. You know, we can always put water, it's not a problem, but with the coconut water, we're getting our electrolytes.
Great.
Yeah.
And you need to put in some liquid because otherwise the blender, it's just going to end up mud.
I think it'll be a little bit too thick, for sure.
Yeah.
So are you ready to try it out?
Let's do it.
All right.
Did you put any of this in?
I did.
I didn't see you do that.
Yeah, I did.
No, I think it's this one. Select cycle.
It's funny, I click beverages. I'm going to go Whole Foods and see what happens.
Okay, let's see what happens next.
Well, maybe not. You like those numbers, Lisa?
It works. Look, I pushed 2 and smoothie.
Wow, beautiful color.
I love green. Get my glass.
What do we think? Looks a little thick.
Yeah.
I might have to add more. Look at that, it won't even move.
More water.
We need more water.
You have to experiment a lot when you do your, and you know, you tailor make it to your own particular likes and dislikes. I mean, you don't make it to your dislikes.
No.
It's a complicated blender.
You know, it's because there's that smoothie I was looking for.
Okay. Phew.
It's funny. It's still a little thick. Let me see. I won't pour too much.
It's the avocado.
It is, yeah.
Maybe a half an avocado, but
it's true. I use the whole one. That's right.
I
like it.
I love it. It's delicious.
Let's try it.
I've never mixed the avocado with the coconut water before. Really good with that little taste of apple. Delicious. You know, a lot of people think you put a few leaves of lettuce and you've got a salad and that's healthy for you. It's not enough, is it? That's not what a salad really is.
No, a salad is, you need about 8 to 10 vegetables to make a salad. And guess what? That's a complete protein. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that next week.
Excellent.
Good.
All right. So cheers to that, Lisa.
Thank you, Frances, once again. I can't wait to hear what you have for us next week. Don't forget to do your journaling at home, everybody, and keep track on your calendar. Tracking keeps us honest. So enjoy.